Okay, boys and girls, we learned what a pronoun is and we learned to write pronouns. Today we're going to talk about what a subject pronoun and an object pronoun is. A subject pronoun is a pronoun that takes the place of a noun in the subject of the sentence, who or what the sentence is about. For example, she is studying for her test. Who is this sentence about? It is about she. I want to have a party. Who is this sentence about? I. Mr. Call is an English teacher and he knows a lot about short stories. Who is this sentence about? It's about Mr. Call, and the pronoun that we use to replace Mr. Call is he. They do not want to be late. This sentence is about they. Here are some common subject pronouns. Some singular subjective pronouns are I, you, he, she, and it. Some plural subjective pronouns are you, we, and they. Let's take a moment to practice. Circle the subject pronouns on your practice page. Number 1, we looked at all the cookies on the shelf. Circle the correct answer. What is the subject pronoun? Who or what is the sentence about? Number 2, I wanted to be the first one to sample them. Who or what is this sentence about? Circle the subject pronoun. They had an amazing taste. Who or what is this sentence about? Number 1, you should have circled we. Number 2, you should have circled I. And the subject pronoun of number 3 is they. Now let's try replacing each subject with a subject pronoun. On your practice page, write the subject pronoun that should replace the underlined text. Katie and I went to the seafood counter next. Number 2, several customers were waiting in line. What word could we use to replace several customers? Number 3, one tall man ordered a pound of shrimp. What word could we use? What pronoun could we use to replace one tall man? Number 1, we answered we. Number 2, they. Number 3, he. Now let's talk about object pronouns. An object pronoun is a pronoun that takes the place of one or more nouns in the predicate of a sentence after an action verb or a preposition. The object receiving the action is the object pronoun. So when we look at a sentence, they are going to get us a present. Let's pay attention for the action verb or the preposition of the sentence. In this sentence, get is what's happening. Get what or get who? Get us. Us is the object pronoun. My sister helped me. The action in this sentence is helped. Helped who or helped what? Helped me. Me is the object pronoun. I think he is looking at you. Looking is the action. Looking at who or looking at what? You is the object pronoun. I want to spend time with them. Spend is what's happening here. Them would be who we are spending time with. Some common object pronouns would be in the singular form, me, you, him, her, and it. In the plural form, us, you, them, and it. Let's do some practice with object pronouns. Let's circle the object pronoun in each of these sentences. Number 1, working in groups worked well for us. First of all, find the action word or the preposition in the sentence. And then ask yourself, who is receiving or what is receiving the action. If you circled us, you're correct. Number 2, Mrs. Mays chose him as the timekeeper. If you circled him, you're correct. George read the instructions to me. Me is the object pronoun. Now let's replace each object with an object pronoun. The ticking made Jim and Jill nervous. Let's replace Jim and Jill with a pronoun. We could say the ticking made them nervous. I understood Mrs. Mays right away. Let's replace Mrs. Mays with an object pronoun. If you wrote her, you're correct. And number 3, she said she would demonstrate for Jessie and me. Let's replace Jessie and me with a pronoun. The pronoun us fits in this sentence. She said she would demonstrate for us. Let's take a look at these sentences and decide whether they are subjective or objective. So the colored pronoun in the sentence, if it is a subject pronoun, we're going to write S on the line. If it is an object pronoun, we're going to write O on the line. Number 1, my books are in my locker and they belong to me. They, in blue, is that a subject pronoun or an object pronoun? If you wrote S for subject pronoun, you are correct. Now I know that they is close to the end of the sentence, but you can't necessarily look at the placement to decide if it's a subject or an object. My books are in my locker and they belong to me. What is they referring to? It's referring to my books, which is what the sentence is about. So that's a subject pronoun. Number 2, we formed a writing group with them. We is in blue. Is that a subject or an object? If you said subject, you are correct. Number 3, we formed a writing group with them. If you said object, you are correct. Number 4, we will read it and discuss it. This comes after the verb read, so it would be an object. And number 5, whoops, I clicked a little too fast on that one. She will read it and discuss it. She is who or what the sentence is about, so it is a subject. That's all for today.